universe of media, sports, and entertainment. universe of media, sports, and entertainment.
Hey, Scott.
Check.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Exhibition Park Raceway. Saturday, October the 16th. It's the 18th live card of harness racing here this afternoon. Post time for the first is set to go at 1 o'clock. Today's races are conducted under the rules and regulations of the Atlantic Province's Harness Racing Commission. Today's judges are Mr. Mike Ellsworth, Mr. Harry Trenholm, and Mr. Bob Wallace. We do have one change on the card today. Comes up in race number 2. Scratch the 4, Brandon's Glory. Take Brandon's Glory out in race number 2. Down to a 4-horse field in race number 2. Therefore, take out the place pool. There'll be no place wagering in race number 2 here this afternoon. Only other change we have on the card is in race number 5. We're going to take out the place wagering as well in race number 5. No place wagering today in race number 5. So a note to all in the handicapping contest who have all been contacted. Little change today due to the reduced pools and opportunity to move up. Nobody will be eliminated today. All 4 will move on in the money round next week. Although the contest still continues, you must bet at least half your bankroll here this afternoon. But no one will be eliminated. All 4 contestants moving on to the money round in the final day here next week. Big card here next Saturday, Milton Downey Memorial Stakes and the Autumn Gold Finals. Autumn Gold Finals coming up next Saturday as we reward the loyals here in New Brunswick for the racing season. Note to anyone on the backstretch about that, any other horses not fitting the series, you are eligible still to race. There will be other overnight races. Anyone who wants to opt out of the Autumn Gold, doesn't like where they sit, you do not have to enter in it. You can enter in a regular overnight race if that is what you wish. But a note to anybody in the Autumn Gold standings, nobody will go home empty-handed next week. There will be purse checks for everybody that does race. Purse structure for next week, just a note, any of the 5-horse fields, 40% to the winner, 25 for second, 15 for third, 12, and 8 for fifth. If you're in a 6-horse field, it'll be 40% to the winner, 20 for second, 15, 12, 8, and 5. We've juiced up the purse checks for third, fourth, and fifth, and of course added the 6th place check, so that way everybody's going to go home with something next week out of the Autumn Gold Finals. So good luck to everybody in those next week. Post time for the first today is set to go at 1 p.m. Good luck if you're playing along.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. And once again, welcome to Exhibition Park Raceway here this afternoon. Post time at 1 o'clock for our first of 5 live races on today's program. But before we begin today's race card, if you're able, we would please ask you to stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Exhibition Park Raceway on this Saturday afternoon, October the 16th. Curtis Johnson alongside Scott Waddell here. As always, a little bit of a rainy Saturday here, Scotty. We got in the Port City today, but we've got 5 races to get off here today. No problems. Not been raining too hard. I don't think a lot of the heavy rain's going to be coming till later or tomorrow. So excited to get underway here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Good top class there in race number 5 with a field of 5. Fall Blitz coming off a win there last week, Curtis, wire to wire. He's got the inside post to work with this afternoon, along with Katie Overdrive, Instant Shadow. And we've got Little Manny and Woodmere Ideal Art to the outside there in race number 5. So good top class here this afternoon, going as race number 5.
Yes, absolutely. It's we get a couple good head-to-head matchup there today with Little Manny and Woodmere Ideal Art to see how they battle. Some other good horses, definitely, as you'd mentioned in there, but definitely they will take the focus of the attention. So, yes, 4 other live races to go along with that here this afternoon. Second to last day of the handicapping contest, Scotty.
Yeah.
And basically there's only 4 soldiers left on the battlefields. And, of course, track announcer Brock McCachran's at the top of the heap, $72. Yourself, nice snug second place there at $62.50. Dean McLaughlin in at $41.50, and my wife Ashley, who's lasted a couple weeks longer than I have, is in at $41. But all four are going to make it to the final next week, as we had found out here. So it's we still same format. Got to bet half your bankroll, but then we'll have the big shootout next week on a good card to see who will be at the top of the mountain for the Summer Handicapper King.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I had the lead there last week and lost it to Brock, and today kind of had to call an audible here with some change in pool betting as far as place tickets and things. So we'll see how it goes. We're, like you say, four of us will be in the final there next week, so we'll see how today shakes out, but looking forward to it and see how my picks do today.
Yes, absolutely. We'll see. Be interesting to see how your picks spells, Wells, Brock's, and Dean's, and my wife's, and I know what she picked. So, but we'll be letting you know that as the race comes up. As well, we're closing in the end of the season, and the Autumn Gold Series will be contested next week. The finals, of course, we've been tallying the points all year long. And we're going to be narrowed down. I'm thinking, probably looking at it, you're going to be probably around 20 or 21 horses probably eligible at the end. Nice. So we'll be looking at 3, possibly 4 races, just depending on how it shakes out. But the big thing of an interesting point is everybody that does make it and is going to be in one of those races next week, they are going to be guaranteed money, even if they're in a 6-horse field.
They're in a 6-horse field, which is nice.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So basically, you're on a purse breakdown. If you're in a 5-horse field, it's going to be 40% to the winner, 25% for second, 15% for third, 12% for fourth, 8% for fifth, and if you're in the 6-horse field, you add on. We go 40 for first, 20 for second, 15% for third, 12% for fourth, 8% for fifth, and 5% for the 6th place finisher. So you're guaranteed to get some money. We'll get to see how all that shakes out. A lot of it's going to be based on average earnings per start. I apologize with the listings in the program. Mine was a little bit jello there the other day, doing up some of these stats, as I've been told afterwards. Some of my math didn't quite work out, Scotty. So
blame it on the turkey.
Yeah, I had turkey coma and whatever. So so trust me, ladies and gentlemen, this will make much more sense, afterwards next week. So I kind of had a little. I think I'm going a little numb from doing the stats all year long. So, but anyway, it should be a great day next week. So we'll have them along with ending out their season with some stakes.
Yeah, the Milton Downey Stakes next week. So looking forward to seeing the youngsters here at Exhibition Park Raceway. And there's been some nice 2-year-olds this year, Curtis, like there is every year in the Maritimes. But hope to see as many as possible next week here at Exhibition Park. And, of course, reminding those of you coming over to race in the Milton Downey, certainly welcome the overnight horses as well. So looking forward to that card to close out the season here at Exhibition Park next Saturday.
Yes, absolutely. We look forward to it definitely for next week. 12 minutes to post here on race number 1. Of course, pick 5 wagering available in the first race today. You got to get in the first race, so we got them in all 5. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Been a good bet here at EPR. 50-50 tickets on sale from your ticket seller as always. $5 each for those. $100 guarantee prize. If you're here with us today, staying out of the rain in your vehicles, you can tune in on 98.3, and you can bet right from your vehicle on your mobile device on HPIBet.com. Thank you for all you joining us online through the Horse Racing New Brunswick website on the YouTube channel. It's a great day to be here, and a great day for racing. Of course, 11 minutes to post, and starters will be out on track here in a few minutes, and as soon as they do, Scotty and I will be back to take a look at the first race and a little pre-race analysis.
And there are the handicapper selections coming up for our first race. Kurt and I agree. The top 3 finishers coming up here in race number 1. The 3, Don't Tell Terry, making his seasonal debut here at Exhibition Park Raceway. So we'd like him right out of the gun here in race number 1. He leads from post 3. And then number 5, Windermere, I'm All Right for the deuce. And then we've both gone to You Can't Fix Stupid for third from post 2. Gerard Smith, he's gone to the 3. Don't Tell Terry over the gray horse, Philanthropist for the deuce. And for third, he likes as well You Can't Fix Stupid. So we'll have a look at the field once they're on the racetrack here. As Kurt mentioned, 10 minutes to post here on our first of 5 live races on this wet Saturday at Exhibition Park Raceway. Starters for race 1, just leaving the barn area now, and we'll have post parade of the first race, 1st to 5, on the Saturday afternoon at Exhibition Park Raceway. They're coming onto the track shortly. Post parade is up next.
The horses and drivers for race number 1 are now on to the racetrack for the post parade. Race 1 goes for a purse of $1,100. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place, and the pick 5 are your betting features. Number 1 is Rollin' Peg. She's owned by Dale Orr and Robert Orr of New Brunswick. Gordon White does the training. Mark Haig will do the driving from the rail. Rollin' Peg. Number 2, You Can't Fix Stupid, is owned by Gerard Gallant of Coquan, New Brunswick. Gerard is the trainer. He will do the driving from post 2, You Can't Fix Stupid. Number 3, Don't Tell Terry, owned by Sean McClellan of Hopewell, Cape, New Brunswick. He is the trainer. He will do the driving from post 3, Don't Tell Terry. Number 4, Philanthropist, owned by Bob McNeil of St. John, New Brunswick. Bob does the training. Stephen Traits does the driving from post 4, Philanthropist. And rounding out the field from post 5, Windermere, I'm All Right, owned by Kevin Price of Fredericton, New Brunswick. Steph DeCourcy does the training. Colin DeCourcy will do the driving from post 5, Windermere, I'm All Right. Field of 5 to contest race number 1, $1,100 on the line. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place, and the pick 5 are your betting features. Don't be left out on race number 1.
And with starters on track for our first of 5 live races for the afternoon. Field of 5 to contest the event. Going to take a look at the entries here. And Scotty, as you had mentioned earlier, we definitely, we just agree right across the board here, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
In race number 1. So going to go with the horse on the shelf, or just coming off the shelf, sorry. Don't Tell Terry. Comes in off of a qualifying effort in Churro back on October the 3rd. It was actually 1 year to the day that he last raced, which was here at EPR on October the 3rd, 2020. You look back at those starts, I mean, the horse was winless last year, but he raced well. He raced in a decent class. He was pacing, sub 2 minutes and around 2 minutes, 2:1. So some good miles he was pacing before he was put on the shelf. So he comes back today. Yes, it's been off the year, but definitely has a good classification if there's a spot to start today. So I think we could see him win at first asking.
Yeah, not a lot of gate speed in here either to the inside of him, so I think he's going to get in controlling fashion here pretty early with this fella, and he likes to sit close or on the front. So I like him here too, Kurt, at first asking, and some pretty good win tickets as far as down the board right now. Pretty even except for number 1, but 7 to 5 right now on the top choice. It's Don't Tell Terry and Sean McClellan from post 3.
To the outside is Windermere, I'm All Right, which is one that you and I both threw in for the deuce.
Yeah.
This mare kind of had a rough trip last time out. Big fraction, 28, and 2 half in a minute, was parked on the outside, wasn't able to clear, and then she tired, understandably, late to the 5th place finish. Start before that, though, she left it with a 6-hole, got right to the front, over the off track, and was a 2nd place finisher to I Love Roses on that occasion in 2:04 and 3. So as you had just mentioned, with not a bunch of leaving speed, this mare can get out of the gate. Quite a bit, and I know that she does have the outside, but Colin might be able to get her spotted well as well.
Yeah, I see Colin's back on her today. Steph had driven her there last week and drove her aggressive, tried to get her to the front there, but ended up getting parked the entire trip, and like you say, it was kind of an off day for her for sure, but she does have good gate speed, and from post 5 that shouldn't hurt her with not a heck of a lot of gate speed in here, Kurt, so I think she's got a good shot to possibly make the front, and then we'll see how long Colin can take this horse, but right now she's sitting at pretty good odds on her, 4 to 1 right now on number 5, Windermere, I'm All Right.
And why not you use You Can't Fix Stupid for third. She's got 7 of them this year.
I know.
The 17 starts, hasn't visited the winner's circle, but I figure when you got 7 Shotos on the board, definitely a good one to throw in to round out your try.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's been a good old mare, and she's got post 2 here, and I'd like to see her hit the top 2 here. You know, she comes to race each and every week, and it'd be nice to see Glant get a good piece of it here. And she's certainly got the credentials. It's just she's got to get up nearer, I think, to the leaders, because once she gets off the pace a little bit, she finds it a little hard to catch up. But if he can get her away good, you never know. She could be a little bit of a shock here with number 2, You Can't Fit Stupid at 4-1.
And Philanthropist now has moved right down to heavy favorite.
Yeah, I know, 1-4. Wow.
1-4, so they're looking for the old gray, going with the old adage of betting the gray in the rain.
Yeah, we didn't even take him, Kurt, neither one of us.
No, exactly. So
Gerard put him in for second.
Yeah, could make fools of the both of us here. So
yeah.
as you can see, the old gray on screen right now.
Yeah.
Of course, in his retirement year, coming back on his retirement tour, so to speak. He comes in off of a 4th place finish last time out against Electric Sill, Casey Starlight. So, raced a couple of decent horses in that occasion. So Stephen Treitz gets the call here this afternoon for owner-trainer Bob McNeil. So, yeah, maybe there's maybe the old gray's going to put us to shame here, Scotty.
Well, the last time he left from post 4, he cut it out, Curtis, down there about 4 starts back. He did have David Dowling on that occasion, but returned a winner there. So I think Bobby would like a chance to laugh at both of us here. If Philanthropist can knock them off here, and the bettors are all over him at 2-5 as we get set on the backstretch here in race number 1. Start of your pick 5, remember. So if you want in on the pick 5, you got to get in here.
Last chance to wager now. Starters are moving into position. Gate is in position. Wings open, wheels are rolling. For the first time today, we'll send it upstairs to track announcer Brock McCachran with the race call.
Race 1 starters are behind the starting gate. From the rail out, we have Roland Peg with Mark Hag. You Can't Fix Stupid, Gerard Gallant. Don't Tell Terry, Sean McClellan. Philanthropist with Stephen Treitz. Outside, That's Windermere, I'm All Right, and Colin DeCourcy. Field of 5. Everybody's on the gate. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Off stride went Philanthropist. Everybody else is out of there. 3 wide out of the gate. Windermere, I'm All Right. In between pacers, that's Don't Tell Terry. You Can't Fix Stupid. Takes him into the turn. That's Don't Tell Terry now to the front. You Can't Fix Stupid second on the outside. Windermere, I'm All Right. She doesn't like the 3-hole. She's driving on, looking for the front. Windermere, I'm All Right with a rush and a brush. Now we'll take the top. Don't Tell Terry, the first start of the season. He'll grab leather and sit in the 2-hole. You Can't Fix Stupid holds down third. Roland Peg is fourth, and after the early miscue, that's Philanthropist at the back of the bus by the opening quarter. 29-4, Windermere, I'm All Right, in command of the racetrack. Don't Tell Terry, the closest to her in second. You Can't Fix Stupid, watching things from third. Roland Peg rolling along there in fourth, and at the back, that's Philanthropist. Horses come in front of the fans, first time around. This is Windermere, I'm All Right, 6-year-old daughter of Western Paradise. She looks good halfway home for Colin DeCourcy. The lines are tight. Windermere, I'm All Right's got them there. 1:02 and 4. Second quarter, 33 seconds. The ball's in her court. Windermere, I'm All Right. Looks over her shoulder. Here comes You Can't Fix Stupid. She's up now to the leader's wheel. Don't Tell Terry now locked up in the box in third. Roland Peg still fourth and still at the back. Philanthropist on to 3/4. It's still Windermere, I'm All Right. DeCourcy's just biding his time. The lines are tight. He's got You Can't Fix Stupid on the outside. By 3/4, 1:33 and 1. That quarter, 30 and 2. Windermere, I'm All Right. On the outside, You Can't Fix Stupid. Don't Tell Terry is just begging for racing room, and he's trying to wedge his way out. Top of the stretch, here comes the race. Windermere, I'm All Right. Don't Tell Terry's out of the pocket, and he's coming on, but Windermere, I'm All Right. She's strong through the stretch. It's all Windermere, I'm All Right to the line. Don't Tell Terry got second. You Can't Fix Stupid was third. Time for the mile, 2:04 and 1.
And as you see, your slow motion replay coming down the stretch, the UMI slow-mo. And you can see Colin DeCourcy sitting chilly in the bike, as Kurt Hughes would say on the island, to a victory. Good start for Sean McLennan's horse, Don't Tell Terry, in his first start in a year. And then up getting the deuce, and You Can't Fix Stupid getting the 3. But there's no doubt about the winner here in race number 1. Windermere, all right, I'm all right. An easy winner for Colin DeCourcy. We will see them back in the winner's circle coming up next.
Hold all tickets here in the opener, ladies and gentlemen. Hold all tickets. Judges are reviewing racing action at the 7/8. Hold all tickets. There is an inquiry underway on the second place finisher here. Now making her way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 1. It's the 5-entry Windermere, I'm All Right. She's a 6-year-old mare by Western Paradise from the Art Escape mare, Art Blanche. She's owned by Kevin Price of Fredericton, New Brunswick, trained by Steph DeCourcy. Colin DeCourcy does the driving this afternoon. Windermere, I'm All Right, right to the front past the quarter. Never look back. She stopped the clock today. 2:04-1. Congratulations to the connections, Kevin Price, Steph DeCourcy, Colin DeCourcy, and Windermere, I'm All Right. One is headed official. Race number 1 headed official. Judges did review racing action around the last turn between horses 2 and 3. You Can't Fix Stupid and Don't Tell Terry. Racing action was close, but no violations here, so results will stand as posted. Horse 1, Roland Egg, was 4th. 2, You Can't Fix Stupid, 3rd. 3, Don't Tell Terry, 2nd. 4, Philanthropist, 5th. And the 5, Windermere, I'm All Right, your race winner. Top down on your program should read 4, 3, 2, 5, 1 on the bottom. Fractions from race number 1. Quarter was up 29 and 4. Half 102 and 4. 3/4 133 and 1. Mile time for your winner number 5. Windermere I'm All Right 204 and 1. Get your pays for race number 1. Windermere I'm All Right return $5, 60 cents to win, $2.40 to place. The 3, Don't Tell Terry, $2.30 to place. $2 exactor, 5-3, the winning combination, $9.20, $9.20 for your exactor. $2 triactor, 5-3-2, the winning combination in the opener. First triactor returns $24.50, $24.50 on your triactor in race number 1. Turn your page over to race number 2. Scratch the 4, Brandon's Glory. Due to sickness, take out the 4, Brandon's Glory in race number 2. We've also eliminated the place pool in race number 2. No place wagering here in race number 2.
And up next, our second race of the afternoon, race number 2. There is a scratch at number 4, Brandon's Glory, has been scratched. Also, no place betting in race number 2. So no place betting when wagering, along with daily double for races 2 and 3, exactor, and triactor betting. So the second race, post time in 9 minutes on race number 2. There are the handicapper selections for the upcoming second race, going with number 5, straight across the board, Emperor and Jeff Lewis from post. He'll leave from post position 4 now with the scratch of number 4, Brandon's Glory. So I'll throw number 1, Love in Paradise, in for the deuce. And I Love Roses for third. So Curtis and I and Gerard have all been over 5-4-1, but with the scratch of Brandon's Glory, we'll change that around a little bit when the horses get on the racetrack. But again, Emperor, everybody's top choice, early 1-9 chalk here in race number 2. And don't forget, final card of the season here at Exhibition Park Raceway next week, presented by Horse Racing New Brunswick. And we've got a dandy coming up. We've got the Milton Downey Stakes for 2-year-old freshman pacers. So looking forward to seeing some of the nice 2-year-olds from around Atlanta, Canada here next week in the Milton Downey Stakes. And also, of course, the Autumn Gold Series taking place next Saturday. So looking forward to that as well. So we'll close racing off for another season next Saturday. So we hope you can join us. Post time as usual at 1 o'clock. All kinds of simulcasting going on. Currently, we do have a card going on from Red Shores over in Charlottetown. They get underway at 12:30 this afternoon, so they're well underway with their program. We've also got wagering coming all afternoon from other tracks as well as this evening. So again, our simulcast venues open 7 days a week, always something going on. So check it out here in St. John at the 1755 Club in Dieppe and at Winners in Fredericton. Down to 6 minutes on race number 2. Starters are coming onto the track in just a moment.
Horses and drivers for race number 2 are now on the racetrack for the post parade. Race 2 goes for a purse of $1,200. Number 1, Love in Paradise, owned by the Ultimate Stable, Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Sifois Melanson does the training. Stephen Treitz is the driver from the rail, Love in Paradise. Number 2, I Love Roses, owned by Gary Wright and Sherry Williams of Woodstock, New Brunswick. Gary does the training. Mark Haig will do the driving from Post 2, I Love Roses. Number 3, Magical Alex, owned by Bob McNeil of St. John, New Brunswick. Bob is the trainer. Sam Hodgen does the driving from Post 3, Magical Alex. Number 4, Brandon's Glories, owned by Tommy Gunn of St. John, New Brunswick. Tommy does the training. John Davidson will do the driving. Sorry, Brandon's Glory is scratched. That's right. Number 5, Emperor, owned by Jeff Lewis of Moncton, New Brunswick. Jeff does the training. He will do the driving from Post 5. That's Emperor. Scratch down to a field of 4 to contest race number 2. Don't forget, no place wagering here. Daily double, triactor, exactor, win place, or sorry, just the win is your betting features. No place pool here in race number 2.
And with starters on track for our second race of the afternoon, scratch down to a field of 4 as mentioned. So we're going to look at our starters in here, and of course, Scotty, as you mentioned, a clean sweep on the picks, and obviously with the public as well, the big heavy 1-9 favorite right now on Emperor. Coming in here for Jeff Lewis, moves in 1 to Post 4. He's coming off of a second place finish in Summerside. Last time out, raced well again. Geez, he's raced good on the island every
sure
time
has.
this year. He has. He gets along great with Kenny Murphy over there, and he just come up a neck shy to You Bet Him a Good One on Summerside on the 11th, 58-4. Back to his home track here today. Jeff back above the wheels, and good class for him here. We'll see. At the outside, we'll see if Jeff takes a bit of a wait and see approach or fires right out. But there's no question he's the best in the race, Scotty.
Yeah, he's been racing some good horses over in the island, and of course when he came back here, Kurt, he had to face, the non-winners of 1900 and 1501s, and I don't think you're ever going to see a cheaper class for Emperor here this afternoon. That's my belief anyway. And then with Brandon's Glory scratched, I think it's even kind of more obvious that this horse should get the job done. And in the handicapping challenge, full disclosure, I put 20 to win on this fella, so can't buy places, of course, in this race. But I went 20 on this fella. I like him. I think leaving from Post 4, I think Jeff's going to try and dictate the pace if he can get up and get the lead and keep the old fella out of trouble and just roll along. And I expect him to get a convincing win here in race 2.
That'll make it interesting, Scott, because I have 25 to win on Emperor. So
there you go.
Technically, you can make up ground on me by us both losing.
Well, there we go. So we know two of the early picks in the handicap and challenge here this afternoon. My wife Ashley did not pick Emperor, so I'll tell you that the race is coming up here shortly. But so looking, of course, Brandon's Glory being scratched this afternoon. We had to move in, check an audible in the second, which is going to be Love in Paradise. Rail control here for this mare is what I like. Stephen Treitz gets the call today for the Ultimate Stable. Trainer Sifois Melanson. I think she'll be in position. She could just well be driving the bus if Jeff decides not to really bust out with Emperor. As you can see, she's handy, always sits close, of course, with the pole position, and a guy named Treitz in the bike, she'll be moving forward for sure, Scotty.
Yeah, definitely. She's going to be off the wings here pretty quick from Post 1, and Stephen Treitz always drives her aggressively when she's got a good post, and she's got the rail. 2 starts back, she did have the rail and cut the fractions. She did tire late, though, and finished 4th, just beaten, though, less than 2 lengths. So still got to like her chances here. She's got the inside, but I think she's a step behind the 5 Emperor Kurt. So we'll take her for second, though. And for third, I'm going to throw in number 2, I Love Roses from Post 2. She's your longest shot on the board right now, and a lot of respect right now will be given to Magical Alex. He's actually at 8-5, but I'll throw I Love Roses in here. She's got to win 2 starts back over a slow track. It's a slow track today, or a bit off, so going to play that into the picture a little bit when I look at number 2, I Love Roses. So not sure who you like for third, Kurt, but we'll throw it back, see what you think.
Yeah, again, we mentioned about that gray and the on-track thing. It didn't quite work out in the first race, but it might work out here. Let's throw the old boy Alex in for third. Show some love.
I know you love him.
To the teenager, of course. Been good to me over the years. The old horse, he's another one like his stablemate that's on his retirement tour. Sam Hodgen going for a spin here this afternoon for owner-trainer Bob McNeil. Alex, obviously it's only a 4-horse race, so he's not going to be sitting too far out of it. but he could be looking to gun out to maybe sit behind Love in Paradise. So we'll throw Alex in, see if he can get the shout out here in race number 2.
There you see the starters on the backstretch. So your final chance in race number 2. And those of you who are still alive in the pick 5, best of luck. Starters on the backstretch.
Last chance to wager on race number 2. Starters are moving into position. Wings open, wheels are rolling. And we'll send it upstairs to Brock for the race call. Race number 2.
Thanks, Kurt. Starters are behind the starting gate on the turn. From the rail out, we have Love in Paradise with Stephen Trites. I Love Roses with Mark Haig. Magical Alex, Sam Hodgen. Outside, Emperor and Jeff Lewis. Scratch down to a field of 4 here, race number 2 at Exhibition Park. Gates at the top of the stretch. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing. Magical Alex tries to spring the wings from the center on the inside. That's Love in Paradise. Into the first turn, Love in Paradise has command of the racetrack. Outside, Magical Alex looking for the 2-hole. That's currently occupied by I Love Roses. Emperor's at the back. He can see them all. Field of 4, but it's not settled en route to the opening quarter. It's Love in Paradise on the top for Stephen Trites. Long mile looks like for Magical Alex on the outside. Got no place to find a seat. There is a big 4-hole there, but by the opening quarter, 29 and 2, Love in Paradise in command of the racetrack. Magical Alex just going to sit out there in second. Right there, that's I Love Roses now locked up in the box. Emperor's got the decision to make. Will he follow? Will he go wide? As they come in front of the fans the first time around, this is Love in Paradise. She's just cruising along on the front end for Stephen Trites. Magical Alex on the outside. He's working hard. He's now backed up to third. That gives second to Love and Roses and Emperor now. He has a shot to the outside, and he'll take it. They were halfway home. 102 flat. Love in Paradise is in command. Emperor now up on the outside, taking over. Emperor with a rush and a brush through the turn, accelerating. Now to the front by 5/8. Emperor's the new leader. Love in Paradise now second. I Love Roses is third. Magical Alex is on to fourth. Down the backside they go. Emperor starts to widen. He's now opened up by 4 by 3/4 for Jeff Lewis. Emperor's looking strong. 3/4 now up 131 and 1. Emperor by 5 on the turn. Love in Paradise trying to hang on to second from I Love Roses, but top of the stretch, it's all over. Emperor, he's just cruising here. He's got them by 9 and just driving away through the stretch. Easy winner here. Emperor to the line. It's all Emperor and Jeff Lewis. The battle is for second between Love in Paradise and I Love Roses. It's tight at the line. Tight for second here, but no doubt Emperor, he scores 2-0, 1 and 2.
And no surprise here in race number 2. Jeff Lewis and Emperor tons the best here in race number 2, and took back early on and set a patient 4th as they made their way right to the half-mile marker. But Jeff got him out and rolling. Quarter 29 and 2. Love in Paradise cutting the fractions to 1/2 and 2. Then Jeff making his move to the outside, and as Brock said, came with the rush and brush, and the race was over then. 3/4, 131 and 1. So actually that third quarter stepped it up 29 and 1 in that third quarter. And you check the Universum home stretch slow-mo replay, and Jeff just sitting there with number 5, Emperor. And the battle, good battle there brewing for second, and it was tight. On the inside, Love and Roses, she did the early work, at least until the 5/8. And I Love Roses was on the outside coming strong. But there you see the finish. Emperor winning easily. And at this point, Love in Paradise on the inside, still second, but that big nose of I Love Roses, I think, might have got up and got the deuce here. So hold all tickets, please. But again, it looks like 5-2-1 possibly here in race number 2 with Magical Alex fourth.
You're absolutely right, Scott. It is 5-2-1 here in race number 2. Now parading back in front of the fans comes the 5 Emperor. He's an 8-year-old gelded son of Ponder from the Kamluk mare Northern Empress. He's owned, trained, and driven by Jeff Lewis of Moncton, New Brunswick. For Emperor, that's win number 6 on the season, win number 26 on his career. He stopped the clock today, 2:01-2 in the off-going. Emperor scores for Jeff Lewis. Congratulations to the connections, Jeff Lewis and Emperor, here in race number 2. Race number 2 is headed official. Race number 2 headed official. Number 1, Love in Paradise, was third. 2, I Love Roses second. 3, Magical Alex fourth. And number 5, Emperor, was your race winner. Top down your program should read 3-2-4. Scratch 1 on the bottom. Fractions, quarter 29-2. Half 102 flat. 3/4 131-1. Mile time for your winner, number 5, Emperor. 2:01-2. He returned $2.10 to win. The $2 exactor, 2-5. is your winning combination. 620 for your exactor. $2 daily double. Winning combination on the double is 5-5. 520 on your daily double. And your $2 triactor, 521. 521 is your winner in race number 2. That returned $12 even.
And there are the Handicapper Selections on your monitors right now, and we've all gone to number 2, Blood Money. He's a current favorite at 1-9, and a little surprised that he's that low, but again, 1-9 on number 2, Blood Money. And Curtis and I differ on our second choice. I like the 1, Thank You All My Fans. Kurt likes the 4, Ultimately Handsome. And then for third, I like Ultimately Handsome, and Kurt has gone to number 5, Montrose Hope. And Gerard Smith going at 2-4-1 with his selections here in race number 3. Again, 8 minutes to post. Starters are leaving the barn area now. They'll be out next for post parade. Now 7 minutes to post.
Horses and drivers for race number 3 are now on the racetrack for post parade. Race 3 goes for a purse of $1,400. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Number 1, Thank You All My Fans, owned by Kate McNeil of St. John, New Brunswick. Bob McNeil is the trainer. Stephen Treitz will do the driving from the rail. Thank You All My Fans. Number 2, Blood Money, owned by Dr. Mitch Downey of St. John, New Brunswick. Ellen Stevenson does the training. Mike Downey is in the sulky today from post 2, Blood Money. Number 3, Bugger Max, owned by Gordon White of St. John and Dale Orr of St. John. Gordon does the training. Mark Haig will do the driving from post 3, Bugger Max. Number 4, Ultimately Handsome, owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Don Hubbard, the trainer. Kyle Mason will do the driving from post 4, Ultimately Handsome. Rounding out the field from post 5, that's Montrose Hope, owned by Harvey Holm of Alberton, Prince Edward Island. Lucy St. Amour does the training. John Davidson will do the driving from post 5, Montrose Hope. Field of 5 to contest race number 3, going for a purse of $1,400. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Don't be left out on race number 3.
And with starters on track for our third race of the afternoon, going to take a look at this contest. And Scotty, we got the same horse on top again here. A little bit different on the second and third spots, but we're both going to Blood Money. Get the job done here in race number 3. Comes off of a runner-up finish, about to get lucky here on September the 25th over and off track. Back here today after a couple weeks off. Mike Downey gets the call here this afternoon from son Mitch, Dr. Mitch Downey, trainer Ellen Stevenson. Post 2 to work with. Looks like, I mean, it's definitely a nice class of horses, but just based on the company he's kept all summer, I had to give the edge to Blood Money.
Yeah, same for me. I mean, he's got post 2 to work with. Last outing, he was a favorite, and kind of everybody expected him to jump up and get the win last week, but had post 5 and never fired off the gate as we expected this horse to. Getting late in the year, you know, he could be getting a little bit tired, but I think this horse has the credentials on class. If he can get the lead, especially, Kurt, is a big thing. He's just so much better when he gets the front. So we'll see how Mike can do here to get this fella onto the lead, hopefully, and take him all the way. And he's getting all the respect on the tote board, despite getting beat there last week. He's went off at the favor position, but he's a favorite again, 1-9 on number 2, Blood Money, here in the third.
Threw the rail starter in for second. Thank You All My Fans. Going to use him, looking at position, obviously. He's got rail control. He can leave. Last time out, he got roughed up to did some parking early, 29-4, 58-2, tired to the fourth place finish. Still paced a mile in 2 minutes and 4/5. I mean, the horse has finished top 3 in half of the starts this year with 5 wins. Fastest win was right here at EPR of 157 flat. Stephen Treitz gets a call here this afternoon for owner Kate McNeil, trainer Bob McNeil, and I think he's going to be sitting some good position early, and we'll see how that transpires late in the mile.
Yeah, that was part of the traits little battle we had going here last week with
The not so brotherly love.
yeah, the not so brotherly love there when Don't Ask Logan got parked and still got the job done. But thank you, all my fans had the lead early that day and was trying to hand out the parking ticket and did so. And we did tire late in the mile as expected and did pace a decent trip though, 2 minutes 4/5, and I think this horse will like the off footing. A couple starts back, he raced good, setting the 2-hole, finished third, and track no variant on it, I noticed, but it does show off a little bit. Finished third, pace a mile in 2:01 on that day. So I do like the post with this horse, Kurt, and he'll definitely be tough here from post position number 1. I went to Ultimately Handsome though for the deuce. Just got a feeling on this horse. He's one of those horses, he gets out and going and kind of guts it out. And if, the 1 and 2 seem to be the early goers here as far as sitting positions. So kind of like this horse to make a move early and kind of pressure the horses on front. So I'll take him for a long shot here, Ultimately Handsome, and actually he's not bad, 3-4, so he's actually dropped here, 3-4 on number 4, Ultimately Handsome.
Yeah, I agree. He's a tough campaign.
Yeah, he is.
He's raced really well. I've had some luck with him this season a couple of times, both here in New Brunswick and in PEI. So yeah, definitely you'll see him grinding it out. He's tough. He can live on the outside. Spurs will see him on the move earlier at some point in the mile, and I'm no doubt he'll be engaging whoever the leader is. I think going up the backstretch second time. So yeah, he's one that I threw in for the third place finish in here, coming off fourth place finish in Summerside there last week. Not too bad. Again, that was his game. Move first up, got the 3/4 of a length within the leader, and then just 30 seconds on the end, 58-4. So yeah, we'll see him, I'm sure, get into it entering the back half for sure. Still time to wager here. Race number 3, 1 minute to post.
And there's a horse, Kurt, I know you like, number 5, Montrose Hope. And what can you say? Right down your program there, last 5 or 6 starts, always in the top 3. And look at the O's on his program. John loves to drive this horse. He drives him aggressive, and as soon as he hits the straightaway, usually going past the quarter pole, he's out and going with this guy. So he's a tough animal. He can sit in the outside, and getting real good value on Montrose Hope, 16-1 right now. So he's a pretty hefty price there for the way he's been racing, not missing the ticket the last 5 starts. So if you're looking for up your triactor, and maybe even throw this guy in the 2 spot, because 16-1 is pretty good value on number 5, Montrose Hope.
Yes, definitely. Really, any of them can catch the
really
ticket here, Scotty. It's a very competitive field of 5. As we've said many times this season, and some of these 5-horse fields make for the for the best races. We've had some some good competitive classes here all summer long. So yeah, no doubt. He's another one that, as you mentioned, he loves to grind her out, loves to get on the outside. I'll probably see him on the outside. Maybe him and Ultimately Handsome will be coming as a team to assault the leaders on the backstretch. But yeah, so it's definitely Blood Money still favored at 1-2. Ultimately Handsome at 3-4, and then as you mentioned, the value plays after that. Bugger Max at 10-1, and then Co 16-1 shots on Montrose Hope. Thank you, all my fans. Last chance to wager here on race number 3. Starters assembling on the backstretch. Field of 5 moving in. Gate is in position. Wings open, and wheels will soon be rolling. We'll send it upstairs once again to Brock with the race call, race number 3.
Horses and drivers for race number 3 are behind the starting gate on the turn. From the rail out we have Thank You All My Fans and Stephen Trites, Blood Money with Mike Downey, Bugger Max with Mark Haig, Ultimately Handsome Kyle Mason outside, Montrose Hope, and Johnny D, field of 5. Race number 3 at Exhibition Park. Gates at the top of the stretch. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing, 4 wide out of the gate, Ultimately Handsome, in between pacers, Blood Money, from the rail, Thank You All My Fans, round the first turn, Thank You All My Fans, and Stephen Trites, he stacks them up wide round the first turn, Blood Money there now settling himself into the 2-hole, Ultimately Handsome up and driving on the outside, he's looking for the front for Kyle Mason, we got a battle onto the opening quarter, Thank You All My Fans, and Stephen Trites is looking straight ahead by the opening quarter. This is Thank You All My Fans, putting it to Ultimately Handsome there by the opening quarter. Cutthroat in the off-going, 27 and 4 the opening panel. Thank You All My Fans. Just giving the cold shoulder to Ultimately Handsome. Blood Money is just loving this trip in third. Bugger Max trying to keep up now a little tighter from fourth. And at the back, Montrose Hope. The battle still brewing halfway home. Ultimately Handsome outside trying to work his way to the front for Kyle Mason. Thank You All My Fans is taking him literally as far as he can. Halfway home, 57 and 1. They're setting up the fractions. It is Thank You All My Fans still on the inside. Ultimately Handsome there second. Blood Money now switches to the 3-wide path, and he's now 3 wide for Mike Downey with a rush and a blush. Here comes Blood Money down the backside onto 3/4. New leader on the outside. Blood Money's taken over. Ultimately Handsome now battles on to second. 3/4 is on the board. 127 and 4. Blood Money on the turn. On the inside, that's Ultimately Handsome trying to hang on to second. Thank You All My Fans is battling on the inside for third. Top of the stretch. Look at Blood Money today. He's gone by 5, now 6, and he's just pacing away. Mike Downey is motionless. Blood Money an easy winner here in race number 3. The battle still for second. What a trip by Ultimately Handsome. I think he might have just got nosed out by Montrose Hope for the deuce. Time for the mile. Fastest of the day. 1:58 and 1.
Yeah, what a nice mile for this classy horse. Blood Money and Mike Downey got away third. And Mike sitting patiently there while they had a battle brewing and cutthroat fractions there. 27 and 4. And Kyle Mason came calling early with Ultimately Handsome, and then Blood Money sitting third, waited patiently. Mike made his move, and those fractions again, 27 and 4, 57 and 1, 127 and 4, the mile 58 and 1, so 30 and 2, closing it out. But there you see off the turn, Blood Money made that move just past the opening half and swung him 3 deep, and no problemo here for number 2, Blood Money. And Kyle Mason currently sitting second right there with Ultimately Handsome in the slow-mo replay. And then, of course, Montrose Hope, as he always does, gets up late in the mile. We'll just see if he can get up for the deuce. Brock called him for second. He looked like he did get the deuce, but it was all Blood Money here in race number 3 from post 2. And tight for second, but did look like Montrose Hope got up for second over Ultimately Handsome. But we'll have Blood Money back to the winner's circle here in just a moment. The victory to Blood Money here in race 3.
Hold all tickets here in race number 3. There's an inquiry underway, and an objection. An objection has been lodged by the driver of number 1, Thank You All My Fans, Stephen Trites, against the driver of number 4, Ultimately Handsome, Kyle Mason, approximately between the half and the 5/8. So judges are reviewing the videotape. Inquiry underway, will not affect the winner, and he's back in the winner circle right now. Parading back now in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 3. It's the 2-entry Blood Money. He's a 5-year-old son of Sweet Lou from the Western Ideal mare, Blood Diamond. He's owned by Dr. Mitch Downey of St. John, trained by Ellen Stevenson. Mike Downey in the bike this afternoon. Blood Money stops the clock today, 158-1. That's win number 6 on the season, win number 15 on his career. Congratulations to the connections. Dr. Mitchell Downey, Ellen Stevenson, Mike Downey, and Susan Downey. Ladies and gentlemen, it involves the 3rd and 4th place finishers, as Montrose Hope did cross the wire 2nd. Ultimately Handsome 3rd, and Thank You All My Fans is currently 4th. Inquiry and objection underway here in race number 3. Hold all tickets. While we're waiting for the inquiry, folks, note to all the horsemen on the backstretch, there's 2 sets of purse checks out today. We didn't race last week, so there are 2 sets of purse checks out today. Harold DeFazio not with us today. Hope Harold's feeling better. He's put out his back. But we have Sam Hodgin going around today handing out the purse checks, so if anybody gets a chance, they are coming out a little bit late, but there are 2 sets of purse checks being handed out today. Checks from the last Saturday here in October will be out on Wednesday. All checks will be out as of Wednesday this week. So 2 sets out today. The last one comes out Wednesday. Grab your purse checks today. Results of the objection. The objection has been upheld by the judges. Therefore, horse number 4, Ultimately Handsome, finished 3rd, will be placed 4th for interference to number 1, Thank You All My Fans at the 5/8. He did crowd the racing room of number 1, Thank You All My Fans. So 3rd and 4th place finishers will be flip-flopped here. Top down now will be Thank You All My Fans, 4th place 3rd, Blood Money your race winner. Bugger Max finished 5th. Ultimately Handsome will be 3rd place 4th, and the 5, Montrose Hope, remains at 2nd. Fractions for race number 3. Quarter was up 27-4. Half 57-1. 3/4 127-4. Mile time for number 2, Blood Money in the off-going, 158-1. Here's your pays for race number 3. Number 2, Blood Money Return, $3 to win, $2.10 to place. The 5, Montrose Hope, $8.50 to place. $2 Daily Double, 5-2 the winning combination, $9.50. $2 Exactor, 2-5 the winning combo, $15.70 for your Exactor. And the $2 Triactor, 2-5-1, nice paying Triactor here in race number 3. Tri returns you $93 and 40 cents, $93.40 for your Triactor.
And there are our top 3 selections. Shows you what a competitive race we got coming up next, as all 3 of us differ on our picks coming up for race number 4. Number 2, Pickpocket Princess. I've gone to her from post 2 with Stephen Trites here this afternoon over number 5, Joe's Beauty. And then for third, number 1, J.J. Brienne. Kurt, he's gone with number 5, Joe's Beauty, coming off a win over at Summerside last weekend. And she'll be looking to get her second straight win in a row. Kurt likes her over number 4, the newcomer, Molly Cool. And Jeff Lewis, daughter of Sunshine Beach, and incidentally bred by Reg Pettipaw and Dan Beliveau up in the Moncton area. So he's come home to sorts. And Jeff Lewis has a new one here, so we'll see how she makes out in the upcoming 4th race. Kurt lights her for second, and Ultimate Flying Nun he's gone with for third. And then Gerard Smith has gone Joe's Beauty, Pickpocket Princess for the deuce, and then the newcomer Molly Cool for third. So we'll have a look at our top 3 selections, but again, it looks like a competitive bunch here. We're kind of over the board and all over the place here for our top 3. So race number 4, and good luck if you're still going in the pick 5. This is the 4th leg, and also the late daily double for races 4 and 5, and win and place, Triactor, and Exactor wagering available here on race number 4. So competitive race. As you can see down the early odds board there, longest shot in the board early on, 5-1. So going to be a pretty competitive race, I think, coming up here in the 4th. 8 minutes to post. And the starters leaving the paddock area now for post parade of the upcoming 4th race. We have 4 minutes to post, and look at that. The odds pretty tight on the betting board right now. Slight favorite is number 4 coming up here in race number 4. And that is the newcomer, Molly Cool. So Jeff Lewis looking for his second driving victory of the afternoon, and he's taking the money here with this 4-year-old daughter of Sunshine Beach. We'll get our first look at her next as she comes onto the racetrack. And now 3 minutes to post. She's a favorite, 4-5.
The horses and drivers for race number 4 are now on the racetrack for the post parade. Race 4 goes for a purse of $1,400. Daily double, exactor, triactor. Win place are your betting features. Number 1, J.J. Brienne, owned by John Davidson Jr. of St. John, New Brunswick. John Davidson Sr. does the training. He will do the driving from the rail. J.J. Brienne. Number 2, Pickpocket Princess, owned by Wayne Hubbard of St. John, New Brunswick. Wayne does the training. Stephen Treitz is in the sulky this afternoon from post 2, Pickpocket Princess. Number 3, Ultimate Flying Nun, owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Don Hubbard the trainer. Kyle Mason will do the driving from post 3, Ultimate Flying Nun. Number 4, Molly Cool, owned by Shirley Lewis of Petitcodiac, New Brunswick. Jeff Lewis is the trainer. He will do the driving from post 4, Molly Cool. Number 5, Joe's Beauty, owned by Steve Downey, Quispamsis, New Brunswick. Steve Mason does the training. He will do the driving from post 5, Joe's Beauty. Field of 5 mares to contest race number 4, going for a purse of $1,400. Daily double, exactor, triactor. Win place are your betting features. Don't be left out on race number 4. My second pick in the handicapping contest is here in race number 4. I'll give you the horse's name and the money I wagered on her when we're going in behind the gate.
And with starters on track for our 4th race of the afternoon, field of 5 to contest this event. We're going to look at the starters in this race, and Scotty, we differ on top here with our selections, but it's one of those competitive fields, so no surprise, one of those make an excuse for anybody type races.
Yeah.
So I landed on Joe's Beauty. I'm going to put her in off of the convincing win in Summerside last week in 158-4. Drew away by 3 lengths, 29 seconds flat on the end. Driver Steve Mason, trainer Steve Mason, owner Stephen Downey, 7-2 right now on the outside, but I just think we might see some speedy fractions up front, and I know she can finish strong, so I'm just going to look for Macy maybe to pick up the pieces if we get a little battling.
Yeah, she took back early. I watched her race there last week and got off to a kind of a slow start, but as she likes to do, she gets out on the move and stalks them, and just easily won. And last quarter, 29 seconds, 58-4. So definitely going to be tough from post position number 5. I've gone to number 2, Pickpocket Princess in here. I like her from post 2 today. She's got Stephen Treitz in the bike. He drove her last start and set mostly inside the entire mile and made a bid there at one point, but couldn't clear. You bet I'm a good one. But I like her in here. Post position number 2. She's 7-2 on the board. She's 6 of 7 in the top 3, so consistency not a problem. Has a good post to work with, so I like Pickpocket Princess 7-2 here in race number 4, and she's my top pick, and just dropping down to 3-1 now, Kurt.
Yes, look at that. Everybody taking some 3-1,
competitive
3-1,
race.
5-2, even money on the newcomer, Molly Cool. Jeff Lewis looking for his double.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, 7-2 on screen now. Joe's Beauty, my top selection. I threw Pickpocket Princess. I like her as well. Like I said, I flipped back and forth between these two. to make the final decision as to who. Well, look at the Princess looking pretty in pink there.
Yep.
So she's gonna get that. She's gonna get that dirty today. That's a shame.
Oh, yeah.
But she looks good.
She may not get a lot if she leads.
That's true. She busts right out to the front end. She might not.
She may not get any mud on her.
Might not get it dirty at all. So.
Yeah.
But I think JJ Brienne on the rail too is gonna be tough here. She comes in. Of course, we all know her name in game. She loves the early speed.
Loves it.
She's got the pole position today. We know Johnny D is going to bust her right out of there.
Yeah.
The question whether she'll hang around late. So, but she's another one you got to throw into here. So it's getting interesting. You got some early speed with JJ Brienne, Pickpocket Princess. You got the late comers and Ultimate Flying Nun and Joe's Beauty, and of course the unknown with the newcomer Molly Cool. So very interesting race here in race 4, Scotty.
Yeah, definitely, and even Ultimate Flying Nun 2 starts back over a slow track. Set in the outside and just exploded there through the home stretch and got up late. So right now she's at 5-2. So I don't know, Kurt. I wasn't touching this race in the handicapping contest. I know Brock mentioned he's got a selection in here. I believe he said Pickpocket Princess, but I'm a little shy on this one as far as picking a straight out winner. But good luck to Brock, and we'll see what how much he's played on his top selection here. As seemed to be an issue with the newcomer there over there on the backstretch on your camera. We'll see what's going on with her. But again, still some time to get in here on race number 4.
It looks like Jeff's back seated on his charge. Molly Cool there. Looks like he was unseated briefly. Just getting a message, Scotty, from Lucy. Wayne's wife, Lucy St. Amour, saying that Princess is decked out for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So very good cause, of course, always to raise attention to as well. So, kudos to them for getting Princess all decked out.
Awesome. That's great.
In awareness of Breast Cancer Month. So,
yeah.
Last chance to wager here on race number 4, Daily Double Exactor Triactor. Win in place or your betting features. Hurry in. Last chance to wager. The starters are moving in for race number 4, getting into position. Field of 5. Solid mares to compete here in race number 4. Wings open, wheels are rolling. We'll send it upstairs to Brock for the race call and find out who his pick was.
Thanks, Kurt. And my pick in here is the 1, JJ Brienne. I've got 10 to win on her and 5 to place. So good luck to everybody else and me. Starters on the turn from the rail out. JJ Brienne, John Davidson. Pickpocket Princess, Stephen Trites. Ultimate Flying Nun with Kyle Mason. Molly Cool, Jeff Lewis. Outside, that's Joe's Beauty and Steve Mason. Field of 5 mares. Everybody's up on the gate. Gates at the top of the stretch. Here they come. There they go, off-end racing from the pylons. JJ Brienne takes them out of there. Pickpocket Princess to her outside into the first turn. JJ Brienne on around the first turn. Pickpocket Princess gets away second. That is Joe's Beauty from the outside, surprisingly getting away third. Then we find Ultimate Flying Nun in fourth. And at the back, that's the favorite, Molly Cool, en route to the opening quarter. JJ Brienne sets up shop on the front end for Davidson. They're the leader by the opening quarter. The closest to her, Pickpocket Princess, about a length and a half back by the opening quarter. 29-2, JJ Brienne in command of the racetrack. Pickpocket Princess right in the pocket. Joe's Beauty starts to tighten up from third. Ultimate Flying Nun gapped out there in fourth. Molly Cool still at the back. Everybody strung out fairly well in front of the fans the first time around. It's JJ Brienne. She's going right down the road today for Davidson. Her lead's a length on Pickpocket Princess. They're halfway home. JJ Brienne, 59-3, JJ Brienne in command. Pickpocket Princess biding her time in the pocket. Joe's Beauty just inching her way in from third. Then we have Ultimate Flying Nun fourth, and to the outside now. Here comes Molly Cool on down the backside. JJ Brienne, Davidson's letting her pace. He doesn't want anybody getting close yet by 3/4. Pickpocket Princess, though, staying right on her wheel. Joe's Beauty's only about 4 back, and she can close there by 3 quarters, 1:28 and 2. That quarter was 29 seconds. JJ Brienne's trying to seal it on the turn. Pickpocket Princess, though, she's ready to pounce from that pocket. Joe's Beauty's not far off in third. These three will settle it in the stretch. JJ Brienne brings them on down the stretch. Pickpocket Princess is out to try her. Here comes Joe's Beauty on the scene late. JJ Brienne, she needs the line. JJ Brienne found it for Davidson. Second went to Pickpocket Princess. Joe's Beauty was third. Time for the mile. 2 minutes, 3/5. JJ Brienne.
Well, gotta hand it to you, Brock. That was a good pick. J.J. Brienne here. John Davidson. Good fractions, too. 29 and 2, 59 and 3, 128 and 2. And I thought they would have got closer to her here in the mile, but couldn't get to her. J.J. Brienne, John Davidson, and we know she's got that great early gate speed. And there down the stretch, she's drifting out a bit. Second on the outside, Pickpocket Princess coming, and then Joe's Beauty tried to use that late finishing kick, but it was just too late. J.J. Brienne and Davidson going to the bottom of the well here to get the job done here in race number 4. And J.J. Brienne, wire-to-wire trip, and we'll see her back to the winner circle here in just a few moments. J.J. Brienne.
Now making her way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 4. It's the one entry, J.J. Brienne. She is a black mare, 5 years old, by Image of Dawn, from the Too Funny for Words mare, Actin' Normal. She's owned by John Davidson Jr. of St. John, New Brunswick. She's trained by John Davidson Sr. He did the driving today, put the mare on top all the way. J.J. Brienne scores her second win of the season from 19 tries, win number 11 on the year. J.J. Brienne upsets them here in race number 4. Johnny D will now pick our winning 50-50 name here at the completion of the picture. Congratulations to the connections, John Davidson Jr., John Davidson Sr., and J.J. Brienne. Note from the judges, folks, the judges did review racing action in the stretch. There was no violations there, no violations in the lane. We'll get you that winning 50-50 name here in just a second. Winner of $100, Lois Hawkins. Congratulations, Lois Hawkins. You're the winner of today's 50-50 draw, $100. Please see Curtis Johnson at the foot of the judges stand to collect your prize. Lois Hawkins, the winner, $100. Four is headed official. Race number 4 heading official. Number 1, J.J. Brienne, your race winner. 2, Pickpocket Princess was second. 3, Ultimate Flying Nun was fourth. 4, Molly Cool fifth. And the 5, Joe's Beauty, finished third. Top down your program should read 1, 2, 4, 5, 3 on the bottom. Quarter was up 29 and 2. Half 59 and 3. 3 quarters 128 and 2. Mile time for your winner. Number 1, J.J. Brienne, 2 minutes and 3/5. Number 4, J.J. Brienne returned $14.20 to win, $5.40 to place. The 2, Pickpocket Princess, $4.70 to place. Your $2 exactor is going to pay on an all combination here, folks. 1 all. So if you had J.J. Brienne on top of your exactor, you are a winner. 1 all returns $32.90. A $2 daily double returns on a 2-5 combination. So the daily double pays out on Joe's Beauty at a 2-10 ratio. And the $2 triactor, 125, the winning combination, race number 4. Your $2 try returns $68.40. $68.40 for your triactor there in race number 1. J.J. Brienne, the $14 winner. Cha-ching.
And coming up next, our top class of the afternoon with a field of 5. And there you see on the monitors our handicapper selections for the upcoming race. And we're all on the 5-4-2 combination in the finale. That's Woodmere Ideal Art, Little Manny, and KD Overdrive. 5-4-2. Kurt, myself, and Gerard Smith. 5, 4, and 2 for the finale. We've got 8 minutes to post, and again, a big weekend coming here to Exhibition Park next Saturday afternoon. Presented by Horse Racing New Brunswick. We've got the Milton Downey Stakes for 2-year-old pacers, so can't wait to see the freshmen here next Saturday afternoon. Also, the final of the Autumn Gold Pacing Series next week, so looking forward to that as we wrap up the 2021 racing season here at Exhibition Park Raceway next Saturday afternoon. We're doing it in style with the Milton Downey Stakes and then as well the Autumn Gold Series finales. 7 minutes now on race 5. 7 minutes to go. Starters will be leaving the barn area now for post parade in just a few moments on the 5th race, and early money on the 5th on number 4, Little Manny, at 4-5. 4-5 right now on Little Manny. Slight favorite before the post parade.
And while we're waiting for the starters of race number 5, maybe you want to stop by the Sulky Room, grab a program for Mohawk tonight. 8 divisions of the Super Finals. It's Super Final tonight in the Ontario Sire Stakes. 8 dashes going for $225,000 each. A couple $1 million in purse money tonight at Mohawk. An excellent card. You might want to grab yourself a program for that. Also, Breeders' Crown at the Meadowlands starting this weekend and next. The Breeders' Crown is being simulcast here at Exhibition Park, so make sure you check out the Meadowlands, where pretty much the best of the best will be there for the Breeders' Crown this weekend and next at the Big M, and that will be simulcasted at all locations. Heads up for our thoroughbred fans, the Breeders' Cup comes up in November from Delmar this year. No plans to simulcast that this year, so you might want to check it out on HPI. HPI will be the place for the November Breeders' Cup in the thoroughbred from Delmar. Also, anybody that's already out on HPI, please take a look over the next couple weeks. Going to be a couple exciting promotions coming out here for New Brunswick, including a point system and a little return back to the wagers. So anybody that already has an HPI account, look for those promotions coming up. And anybody that doesn't, this is the time to get in. There's great promotions. Get yourself an HPI account. You can watch and wager on horse racing all over North America, including the Breeders' Cup for thoroughbreds at Delmar. On the racetrack for race number 5, horse 4, Little Manny, will be late for the post parade. He's dealing with some broken equipment. They're getting that fixed, and he'll be right out. But the rest of the starters are on tap for race number 5. Race 5 goes for a purse of $1,600. Exactor, Triactor, Win Place are your betting features. Number 1, Fall Bliss, owned by Dr. Mitch Downey of St. John, New Brunswick. Ellen Stevenson does the training. Mike Downey is in the sulky from the rail. Fall Bliss. Number 2, KD Overdrive, owned by Steve Mason, Quispamsis, New Brunswick. Steve does the training. Kyle Mason will do the driving from post 2, KD Overdrive. Number 3, Instant Shadow, owned by the Ultimate Stable, and Don Hubbard of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Don does the training. Mark Haig will do the driving from post 3, Instant Shadow. Number 4, Little Manny, owned by Dean McLaughlin, Brad McLaughlin, Mark Taylor, and Stephen Treitz of New Brunswick. Charlie Miles does the training. Stephen Treitz will do the driving. Number 4, Little Manny, late for the post parade. Number 5, Woodmere Ideal Art. He's owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Sifois Melanson does the training. John Davidson in the sulky this afternoon from post 5, Woodmere Ideal Art. Field of 5 to contest race number 5, the top class of the day, going for a purse of $1,600. Exactor, Triactor, Win Place are your betting features. Last chance at the live racing here this afternoon. Don't be left out on race number 5.
Yeah, with starters on track for our last live race of the afternoon, feature race, field of 5 to contest the event, and lots of picks the same on the screen there, Scotty.
Yep.
Basically
all
going
over.
with Woodmere Ideal Art to seal out the day here. Johnny D looking for a second win in a row to close out the late double here this afternoon. Of course, there's a lot of stuff to talk about with this horse. Looking at his lines, almost $15,000 in the bank. I mean, look at 7 wins. Fastest was 155 flat rate here at EPR a few weeks back. Look at his last start. He was charted 153-1, 28-4 in the end. Third to Time to Dance and Moonrider. Of course, he's a solid pacer. $92,000 in the bank at the age of 6 as the son of Articulator. So. Got to give him top call. I think if anybody's going to get him, it'd be Little Manny, but obviously you got to give him the nod.
Yeah, what a year he's had. 17 of 19 in the top 3. Just racing great this year, and John Davidson gets certainly a live driving assignment on this guy, and like you say, looking to get his second straight win to close out the program. But Woodmere Ideal Art, he's got that tremendous gate speed, Kurt, and pretty good odds on him right now at 2-1. So you're getting 2-1 on Woodmere Ideal Art. I'm sure by the time we go to post here, those odds will go down. But Woodmere Ideal Art currently at 2-1. And expect this horse to fire off the gate, and if he gets the front and doesn't have to work too hard to get there, then it's going to be tough to beat him. So like this horse, Woodmere Ideal Art, John Davidson in the bike today from post 5. Now he's going up in odds, actually, which is surprising. 3-1 on Woodmere Ideal Art.
Yes, Katie Overdrive taking some money in there in the middle.
He is,
at
yeah.
2-1. Of course, Little Manny, who is the favorite right now at 1-2. And as I mentioned, I think he's the one to kind of give Woodmere Ideal Art a run for his money. Obviously, we've seen him race good week in and week out here in New Brunswick. Last week, he was parked to the quarter, 27-4 over the half, and 56-3. Still hung on for the victory in 158-2, approaching 10 grand in earnings this year. 7 wins out of his 22 starts for trainer Charlie Miles, owners Dean McLaughlin, Brad McLaughlin, and Mark Taylor. Regular pilot Stephen Treitz, who co-owns the son of Articulator, is in the bike. So again, I mean, he's the one I think to play mini upsetter, I guess, if you will, over Woodmere Ideal Art.
Yeah, he's certainly got a shot. I mean, you look, he's been so good here at Exhibition Park Raceway, and he's won 3 of his last 4 here in St. John. And just while I have a sec, want to send out a birthday wish to one of his caretakers, and he's got a few. Grady Hashey, who involved in the sport at a young age, and he was celebrating a birthday the last couple of days. So happy birthday, Grady, and I'm sure it would be a nice birthday present if Little Manny could knock off our top choice here. But I like him for second. Right now, he is the favorite, 1-2 odds on number 4, Little Manny.
And Grady says thanks, but it was his brother Gabe who had the birthday this week. So Grady's up here timing today, Scott.
Oh,
So
okay.
Happy birthday to Gabe.
And there's the 2-entry, KD Overdrive, and I think we've both gone to him for third, Kurt. So currently 5-2. So as it gets set on the backstretch, your final call.
Last chance to wager here on the live portion of our card here today. Race 5, moving in behind the gate, should be a good one. Wings open, wheels are rolling for the last time today. We'll send it upstairs to Brock with the race call.
Thanks, Kurt. Top class pacers are behind the starting gate and on the turn. From the rail out, we have Fall Bliss and Mike Downey. KD Overdrive, Kyle Mason. Instant Shadow with Mark Hagg. Little Manny, Stephen Trites, and Woodmere Ideal Art with John Davidson. It's a field of 5. Starter Kevin Kroll's got everybody on the gate. Gates at the top of the stretch. Here they come. There they go, off-hand pacing. Woodmere Ideal Art fires from the outside, inside Fall Bliss, into the first turn. Woodmere Ideal Art and Davidson, they followed the car out of there. They're the leader around the first turn. Fall Bliss left hard. He'll get away in second, about 2 off. Then we have KD Overdrive holding down third. Instant Shadow is fourth, and Little Manny this week from the back. He can see them all en route to the opening quarter. Woodmere Ideal Art and Davidson, they set up shop on the front end. They're the leaders by the opening quarter. Their lead is 2 lengths. Woodmere Ideal Art took them by there. 29-2, the opening panel. Fall Bliss the closest to him. He's about 2.5 back. Then we got KD Overdrive looking at things from third. Instant Shadow on the cones from fourth, but he's eyeing the outside. And Little Manny's at the back, but he's on the move as well as they come in front of the fans. First time around, this is the 6-year-old son of Articulator, Woodmere Ideal Art. He's under tight lines, halfway home for Davidson. His lead's 2 lengths on Fall Bliss. They were halfway home, 101-2 in the off-going. Woodmere Ideal Art. The tracks might be muddy, but that's still slow fractions for him. Up and at him on the outside. Little Manny, he was last. Now he's second, and he's coming right after the leader. Here comes the battle down the backside. Woodmere Ideal Art. He looks over. Little Manny, he's up and at him. These two match strides now to 3/4. Woodmere Ideal Art inside. Little Manny outside. They went by 3/4. 130 flat. Woodmere Ideal Art fighting back on the turn. Little Manny will take a duck and maybe another shot at him in the lane. Fall Bliss has third, top of the stretch. Woodmere Ideal Art headed down the lane. Little Manny tried him early, but he's got nothing for him today. Woodmere Ideal Art and Davidson all the way to the wire. Woodmere Ideal Art. Little Manny was second. Battle for third. I'll call Instant Shadow over Fall Bliss. Time for the mile. 1:59-1. Woodmere Ideal Art.
And that'll double up driver John Davidson as Woodmere Ideal Art uses that quick gate speed, and boys, did he ever fire out of there and controlled this race right from the get-go. 29-2. Slowed it down there that second quarter. 101-2. Stepped it up that third quarter, and what a battle they had going on to the 3/4, and they stepped it up, got up there in 130 and closed it out. As there you see the Universum Homestretch Media replay, and it's Woodmere Ideal Art. Just too much horse flesh here this afternoon, and he moves away here in the homestretch over number 4, Little Manny, and he gave him a gallant effort, that's for sure, and gave him a go, but not to get him on this day. It's all Woodmere Ideal Art in the homestretch, and he wins. That doubles up John Davidson, and they'll be back with our top class winner in just a few moments here with Woodmere Ideal Art. Congratulations.
Now making his way back with his second winner of the day comes driver John Davidson, this time with the 5-entry Woodmere Ideal Art. He's a 6-year-old son of Articulator from the Western Ideal mare, Very Ideal Hanover. He's owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Sifois Melanson does the training. John Davidson did the driving today, put Woodmere Ideal Art on top all the way. He stopped the clock today, 1:59.1 for Woodmere Ideal Art. That's win number 8 on the season, win number 28 of his career. Congratulations to the Connections, the Ultimate Stable, Sifois Melanson, John Davidson, and Woodmere Ideal Art. Five is going official. Race number 5 headed official. The 1 Fall Bliss was 4th. 2 KD Overdrive 5th. 3 Instant Shadow finished 3rd. 4 Little Manny was 2nd. And 5 Woodmere Ideal Art was your race winner. Top down on your program should read 4, 5, 3, 2, 1 on the bottom. Fractions for race number 5. Quarter was up 29 and 2. Half 101 and 2. 3/4 130 even. Mile time for your winner. Number 5 Woodmere Ideal Art. And the off-going 1:59 and 1. Race number 5 payouts here. Number 5, Woodmere Ideal Art. He returned $2.50 to win. The $2 daily double, 2-5, the winning combination, $10.50. 2-5 is your winning daily double, and it pays on $10.50. $2 exactor, 5-4 the winning combination, $6.40 for the exactor, $6.40 for that exactor. $2 try, 5-4-3, $14.90. $14.90 on your triactor, and a $1 pick 5. You had to pick them all today. All 5 winners today returns you on a $1 payout, $33.10. $33.10 on the $1 payout in the pick 5. That does complete the live portion of harness racing here this afternoon. Simulcast is available all afternoon and this evening. Like we mentioned before, big stake card at Mohawk and the Breeders' Crown at the Meadowlands. So make sure you check out the racing action this afternoon for the simulcast and this evening. And good luck to everyone in the handicapping contest, we'll see you here next Saturday when we wrap up the live racing season here next Saturday afternoon. The very last card of the year next Saturday here at Exhibition Park.